Okay. Anyways, so yeah, they're typically around the southeast kind of. We found
Yeah.
them.
We found them when we were taking a band bonding trip to Panama City.
They rocked that
Oh,
bar.
they did.
That was a whole.
Well,
Brett had the time of his life.
brother,
He had just got. All right, so for
he had
those that don't
just
know,
turned 21.
for those that no, he wasn't 21 yet.
Then how did he?
They didn't card.
Well, we shouldn't put that on the internet.
Well, I didn't. I didn't name the bar.
Okay.
So
Well, we still shouldn't talk about Brett intentionally drinking underage.
everyone drinks underage.
Ethan.
Sorry. Okay.
Who?
Anyways, he was 21. He was 21. You can cut that if you want. Yeah, he had just turned 21. And so, anyways, so he had never been to like this is before I really ever took him to a concert. This is for those that don't know. He's the guitar player.
He's a guitar
in our
player for
band.
HomeTown Youth.
And we just show up at this bar, and he we go in and we don't know who's playing, but there's some rockin' music.
Well,
And
the thing is, I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's like my plan was we had just formed the band.
Mhm.
I wanted to go and really like just have some bonding time with you guys and go see other bands and show you guys like, hey, we could do stuff like that. Because I knew some really awesome bands down there. Didn't end up seeing any of the ones that I wanted to see, but then we walked into X Bar where Brett was just turning 21 and
day of,
and then
we found a diamond in the rough
we did.
in the Velcro Pygmies. They are the coolest band. We've kind of talked about it, but Brett was like starstruck.
He never
walked
been
in
to a
there-
concert, you said?
Nothing like that before.
Like
he might have been to a winter jam or something,
Oh.
but he had just. We're also leaving out a very key point. He had just got foot surgery 2 days before.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So he didn't have a shoe on. Like he walked in, his whole like big toe was like wrapped up.
We had him in a
Yeah.
saran wrap and plastic bags.
Yeah, we did. And like that boy's having the time of his life, dude. And like, I've got videos of him just like he's having a good time. But yeah, no, we're getting way off point. Velcro Pygmies, they're dope. Check them out. I think they've only got one record. They came out with it in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then they just found their thing, 80s cover stuff, and they kill it every show. Me and Jaden saw them in
Dawsonville?
Lawrenceville.
What? Okay, Lawrenceville.
Not too long ago. And they were
Just as good?
just as good, yeah, with half the amount of people. But they made a show with maybe 20 people there. Feel like a stadium show.
Well,
like,
I mean,
it was fantastic.
And that's the funny part. Like, we saw them, like, at peak, like, party time at Panama City, like, during the summer or whatever, or whenever we went. And that place was packed, and they just owned the crowd all night and then didn't let up. And then the best part was the lead singer comes out and is like, we here want to make sure everyone knows you went to one of our shows. And he then pulls out this little battery-powered, like, leaf blower with this little, like, spray paint attachment on top.
Mm.
And he starts, like, using it and shaking it. And
glitter
everywhere. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, well, thank God it can't get to me. And he shakes it real hard, and then, like, a little ball that just was just enough just flies back and hits me right in the fucking face.
Yeah, we all like.
Yeah,
got back to
everyone.
my house and
The
we were
rest of
all,
that
like,
weekend, just absolutely
glitter.
glitter everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, it's super smart. Like, it is super smart. Because then the next 3 days, like, why is this glitter? Oh, yeah. That show.
That is like
Genius.
Genius.
Mm.
It's just like that sticks with you for the next couple of days.
And
you're
then
like,
you'll tell
it
people
has
about
to.
it on your podcast that just start with your friends.
yeah, if the glitter gun was not a part of that show, I
We-
probably wouldn't be talking about the Velcro Pygmies on a podcast 3 years later.
Yeah.
You know, so
But
I probably would. They're awesome.
but yeah, dude, the thing was, it's like that mission accomplished. I was so happy that they were there, so we could have that experience. Brett could have that experience. Everybody could see what it was like to, like, hey, we could do that if we try really hard and play a bunch of awesome songs. Not necessarily 80s, but like if we find our cut of like the territory of what we want to try to do that's similar to what we do with originals, so that way it's not too dramatic when people go look up our originals.
Mm.
Like that's one thing I'm really kind of like that I try to stress in the band and all my bands and stuff. Like, just if we're gonna play cover music, let's try to make it cover music that's as popular as it can be, but also somewhat to where if they look us up, oh, that band that was playing all those Jason Mraz songs last night. I wonder what their originals sound like. And it sounds like Korn or like Seven Dust.
Well, I hear so many deep cut like songs where I'm like, that would be so much fun to play. But then if we're playing like a B-side off of, I don't know, there's
XYZ.
nothing left to lose, you
Yeah.
know, like, and then, and no one's going to know what this song is. But we know, and it's going to be super fun to play, but no one's going to be like singing this, that, and the other.
Oh, yeah.
But,
You guys got to play Katy Perry Fireworks.
We'll definitely have people singing that.
It's not
That's
bad.
amazing.
Sebas, don't spit take on your own. That's Alien's laptop right there. Don't spit on that.
Why does Sebas not have his own camera? That's what I want to know.
He could.
I mean, as you can tell, we have no extra cameras or the extra mic. Our equipment's fucked.
Jared,
Get it together.
cough up the cash. Buy this man we know you're not paying him. Pay him in equipment, all right?
He's getting other payments, other ways. He's getting experience. He's getting
Exposure
Exposure.
as a musician. You're going to pay someone in exposure. I'm out.
I'm out.
It'll be a good
my-
reference. You could write him as a reference.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Look, I take care of my
Sebas
boy
is awesome.
Sebas. So that's why he keeps showing up. Right?
Yeah.
He tell me.
Not just for the One Piece episodes afterwards.
Right. Oh my God.